Thanks for joining us. A Stoughton family trying to put up a fence in their yard is running into some unexpected barriers.
A petition they've started is now circulating through the community to change an ordinance they say goes too far. Madeline O'Neill is live in Stoughton tonight with the reasons the rule is in place. Maddie?
Charlotte and Eric, this is Marcia Berrigan's backyard. She loves how big it is for her 4 kids, especially on a beautiful day like this. But with a relatively busy road nearby and cornfields surrounding it, she wants to put in a fence for her kids' safety, especially in considering one of her kids is on the autism spectrum. But that process hasn't been easy.
We have twins. They're 14 months old. I have a 3-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. And I just want to be able to be outside with them.
But in her own backyard,
I'm worried that someone's going to run into the field at corn and get lost once it's tall. That actually happened to my husband's uncle. They found him with a helicopter search. And so it's a very real worry that I have.
The simple answer for Marcia Berrigan was to put up a barrier, but that came with obstacles of its own.
I called a fence company and just asked them to, hey, come out, give me a bed. And they're like, oh, you live in Stoughton. It's not that easy.
Because of an easement on her property, things became a bit more complex.
So ATC owns these power lines, and they came out and gave us full permission to put our fence in. And even with their permission, we still can't put a fence in because of this ordinance.
Stoughton's Planning Commission is considering a change to the zoning ordinance that currently doesn't allow fences on easements.
Stoughton Utilities has lines out there as well.
Taking into account opinions from Stoughton Utilities on what that would mean.
The rationale behind it is ultimately to keep those utility easements available for the use by the utility.
Stoughton Utilities Director Jill Weiss says the biggest concern with allowing fences would be safety if something were to go wrong, from a power outage to a water main break.
It's important that we're able to get in there quickly and basically provide the needs of all of the community, not just looking at each individual property when it comes to restoration.
I understand that, but I think that I have a more immediate need right now.
Berrigan isn't on the fence when it comes to this.
We love our house. We don't want to move, but we need to make sure our kids are safe where we have to.
With the transmission lines, there's about a 30-foot easement from the edge of the cornfield to right about here. So if the Berrigans were to put up a fence right now, it would have to be this close to the house unless the ordinance changes, which is possible. That will be discussed at a Public Works meeting next Thursday. Stoughton Utilities says while the ordinance is important, this could be a good opportunity to revisit it, and they will have a recommendation at that meeting next Thursday. Any changes will have to be approved by the City Council. Charlotte and Eric.
Maddie, thank you.